publishing and stuff.
Okay.
All right, hey, it's your boy Hardcore Smitty, man. We're live. I figured I have to say a couple things and stuff. You know, um, so please support independent writers, independent publishers, and these outlaw writers. Like we are the last hope in truth, and the gatekeepers. They want to keep it out. They're the ones who say who's get the bestseller. You know what I mean? It's who they promote, who they push. You know what I mean? They'll tell us they have it for us. You know what I mean? You have a bestseller, but you get a six-figure editor. You know what I mean? And it's all about money. It's all about censorship and what they want to put out and who gets a seat at the table. So I'm tired of waiting for my seat at the table because they never were going to let me have a seat. You know what I mean? So we are going to destroy these gatekeepers. And this is the great way to do it. We have these platforms now, social media, YouTube, TikTok, and we can just put our stuff out there and get it to the people's hands. So please support outlaw writers, outlaw and independent writers and publishers, because there's where you're going to get the truth at. You want true crime? Get it from the criminal who committed it. You know, so instead of getting from somebody who, is getting paid to write a book about it, and he doesn't even know what happened. You know what I mean? He just doesn't even ask the guy or anything. So, and like James Patterson, this guy doesn't even write his own books anymore. He writes an outline, he hands it to somebody else, and they just finish it for him. You know what I mean? That is like boring, predictable, template driven shit. I wrote my recovery memoir, and it is 100% authentic. And I don't sugarcoat nothing. You know, all the other ones I've read, they're predictable as fuck. You know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to sugarcoat everything. They're going to rant about their trauma. You know what I mean? And they're going to want pity. So mine does not ask for that. So if you want something that's raw, unapologetic, and a punch to the face, read White Trash Legend. You might not like it, but I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to feel something reading it. So, you know, when you're reading, look at me, it's going to make you take a look at yourself. That I believe 100%. So I want to thank my boy Rooster for helping me out here, and check out his video where he reads the forward that he wrote, and the one that Cuzzo wrote from Cuzzo's Conflicted Conscience, and also he reads mine, and reads the essay that I wrote, how it works, and it's not the NA how it works, spelled different, and for plagiarism reasons, and it's not the same at all. This is about I wrote it about, and prose writing about the reality of opiate addiction, opiate withdrawal, and the truths about it, and the myths about it, I guess, and more or less just the reality of it. You know, let's face it. You know, what I mean, like people use drugs because they feel good. They don't use drugs because they don't feel good, and we got to ask ourselves as a society. You know, what I mean, what makes it okay for someone to stick a needle in their arm, bought from somebody they don't know, in a substance they have no idea how it's put together? What makes them think this is a good idea? Because that's on everyone. I mean, the people get to that point. We are, as a society, as a human race, we're hurting bad. You know what I mean? Our spirits are fucking decimated, and we're lost, and we need to look inward instead of outward. So be kind to everybody today, because you might be the only person that was kind to someone, and you may just save their life, and this a ripple effect happens. So listen, I love you guys. Nobody told you to love you today. I do. This is a Hardcore Smitty, and I am out.